Hello and thanks for watching this video from Tutorial Techie. Today I'm going to show you some of the networking features in Oracle's VM VirtualBox. I already have several virtual machines set up, so I'm going to click on one of them, let's say Windows 8.1, click on Settings, and then click on Network. I'm going to expand the advanced features and show you this for each of the different network adapters. I'm currently attached to a NAT adapter. If all you want to do is browse the web, download files, and view emails inside the virtual machine, this default mode should be sufficient for you. A virtual machine with NAT enabled acts much like a real computer that connects to the internet through a router. The router in this case is the VirtualBox networking engine, which maps traffic from and to the virtual machine. The disadvantage of NAT mode is that much like private networks behind a router, the virtual machine is invisible and unreachable from the outside internet. You cannot run a server this way unless you set up port forwarding. As you can see, if I click on adapter type, I have a list of adapters that are built into VirtualBox by default. If you're using some form of Windows as your virtual machine, all of the Intel adapters are automatically built in and you won't have to download drivers for them. Under the advanced settings, you can also see that I can modify the MAC address of this adapter. I can do this two ways, by either clicking on the recycle button or by typing in a new MAC address manually. Let's look at a different type of network. The NAT network is a new NAT flavor introduced in VirtualBox 4.3. This is a more advanced version of NAT. However, as you can see, you'll need to make some modifications because the default settings are invalid. In order to use a NAT network properly, you need to create your own internal network, which I have not done, which is why under Name it says Not Selected. This is also why my settings are invalid. Let's move on to my network of choice, the Bridged Adapter Network. The Bridged Network Adapter is for more advanced networking needs, such as running servers in the guest. When enabled, VirtualBox connects to one of your installed network cards and exchanges packets directly, circumventing your host operating system network stacks. You can see that under Name, my host computer or my actual computer's network card is selected. This is because the Bridged Adapter is going to use my actual network card to exchange packets rather than running through VirtualBox's network. Alright, let's move on to the internal adapter. So the internal adapter can be used to create different kinds of software-based networks which are visible only to selected virtual machines, but not other applications running on the host machine or the outside world. The internal network is perfect if you want to set up a test virtual network that's internal to your computer that won't influence any of your outside network connections. You can see that by default the internal network's name is intnet. Let's move on to the host-only network adapter. This can be used to create a network containing the host machine or the actual computer and a set of virtual machines. The host-only networking adapter is nice because there's no need for the host physical network interface. Instead, a virtual network interface, kind of like a loopback interface, is created on the host machine, providing connectivity amongst all of the virtual machines and the host machine. This can be seen under Name, where the VirtualBox host-only Ethernet adapter is selected. The generic driver adapter is rarely used. This just allows users to select a driver which can be included with VirtualBox. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my favorite network adapter, which is the Bridged Network Adapter. And perfect. You can see that you can select and enable multiple adapters if you want. By default, only one network adapter is enabled. However, you can have up to 4 in a VirtualBox virtual machine. When I enable adapter number 2, I can see that I have all of the same type of network adapters that I had listed under adapter number 1. I'll go ahead and enable the bridged adapter. So now rather than having just one network interface card, I actually have two different network interface cards. If you do have two different network interface cards and you're using the bridged adapter, make sure that each one of them has a unique MAC address. Otherwise, you're going to have network conflicts. I can go ahead and refresh my MAC address right there and make sure that it's different than adapter's one MAC address. Well, I think that that's going to do it for this tutorial. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.